See? Every week. This is what you're going to do every week?
What was this?
Every fucking week, you're not going to turn the sound on? You know that's part of your job.
I have a lot of jobs.
No, you don't have a lot of jobs.
I have a new job that I just got.
He doesn't have a lot of jobs. I have been cooking for hours.
I have a lot of jobs, actually.
You're so not in the picture.
Well, I'm trying to do something.
But you're killing me. He's
okay,
killing me. See, we're trying to get started, and this is what he's doing. It's Thursday, and it is 10-ish. And that means bourbon no, not together. I didn't like it. It was corny. It's time for fucking bourbon and pancakes. And we're not a corny show, okay? So I'm not gonna do corny shit on this show.
You're very aggressive.
Because why couldn't you just fucking do the right thing?
So yes, it is 10-ish.
Definitely.
Jonathan's
10-ish.
In the house. Joseph
What's
is
happening?
In the house.
Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Joseph.
Yeah. I know. There was no sound.
No,
at the beginning.
that was him. He doesn't do his job.
Tanika's in the house.
All he has to do is push a button.
Yep.
Hey, Tanika, did you put your picture in there?
It's not letting me do it.
It's not letting you do it.
It's not. Give me a second. Do your thing. Promote the thing that you was going to talk about. Give me a second.
Today, I have on a very lovely t-shirt. I'm trying to turn it the right way. Can y'all see this? Do you see that it says the Vitamin Q? The Vitamin Q is my absolute favorite blogger. He's out of New Orleans. He's amazing. If you're not following the Vitamin Q on Facebook, because he's always banned on Facebook anyway, go over to Twitter. Go over to Instagram. It all says the Vitamin Q. Write it out. You'll see him. You'll see this logo. He's a great guy, very funny, shares a lot of interesting and amazing things. Favorite blogger in the world. All right?
You won't let me do it.
You're killing me. Are you dead serious?
I'm serious. Like, we'll talk about that
Send
later.
me the picture.
Hey, Renee, that's what I'm about to do next. I got you.
I'm going to tell you what. He's not going to pick his plate up or lean it into the camera. So we came with this brilliant idea to take a picture of the item and put it in the comments so you guys can see it. Apparently that's not working. So that's fine. I will post it separately. I really want you to get in the picture. It's so right. And I will post it later, possibly this evening or in the morning, so you can see the pancakes properly as we do our toast, okay?
Oh, you ready for the toast?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Listen, we are toasting to love, life, happiness, more life, more happiness, more love tonight.
I have all of those things and they're wonderful.
You know, love, life, happiness, more love, more life. It's amazing.
Oh.
Hey, Akina, I love you too. It's almost your birthday, and I know that. I'm so excited that it's almost your birthday.
Renika's here as well. Kristen's here. All right, cool. Oh, so you got a compliment.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Is everybody drinking? That's how we got to start this off.
Please. I've had a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Drink a drink. I'm enjoying my drink so much. Are we moving on to the pancakes?
Yeah, we are.
Move on to the pancakes.
I'm kind of excited, though.
I'm excited about the pancakes
because you soaked the fruit.
I did.
It's blueberries and strawberries that's soaked in
blueberries
bourbon.
And strawberries. It's definitely soaked in bourbon.
And you can taste it, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be fucked up, huh?
That's the plan.
What the... I'm talking reckless.
But you know what else you're tasting? Pretty strongly.
Mm-mm.
You're not getting a flavor besides strawberries and blueberries and bourbon.
And bourbon. Mm-hmm.
That's all you get.
Lemon.
God, I was going to kill him.
It came in the background.
In the back?
So we have to make sure we wish her a happy birthday in 4 days.
And I will.
And Renika's drinking. I think that's what that means, right?
I'm just going to tell you what we have here. We have a lemon pancake. With a lemon curd in the center. And we have a lemon basil bourbon syrup. And I want to talk about this basil because it came from my good friend Chris's botanical garden, which is called Gratitude Botanical Garden. He gave me this lovely basil. It smelled so good. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in the syrup. And it's amazing. It's giving you that extra.
Like a whole plant or just a...
He gave me a piece of basil to enjoy. Yeah. He does give me whole plants. Every time I go out there, it's so strange. I need y'all to support him and pay for things because he just gives me things. I love him so much. He's my brother.
We need to support the black farmers.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so look, we're gonna go into the next thing. You
What's
ready?
the next thing?
The topic.
Well, put it up there.
All right.
Wow, the ghosts of exes past, baggage or lessons learned.
Now I'm really intrigued because I feel like you're gonna have the greatest stories tonight.
Me? Do you feel like I have baggage?
No, I think you have the ghost of exes past stories.
You think I have ghosts of exes?
Yeah.
Listen, we also have an amazing special guest, and we're gonna bring him on. We're gonna bring him on now, actually.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that.
Bring him on. We're gonna bring our special guest. Well, that's because you weren't in here yet. Why is it doing
I can
that?
barely hear you. It's very low.
Change
very
it.
low.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Can you hear me now? You still can't hear me?
We're having
I mean, I can hear you faintly. It's very, very low.
I don't know what else to
you
do.
might have to turn this up on your side. Renika said this is going to be a great topic.
Yeah, try to do it on your
Hold
side.
on. Let me see if I can turn my mic up.
I think we all have ghosts.
Turn my mic up. Hold on.
Yeah.
We do.
Turn my mic up.
Can you hear us now? By the way, if you haven't seen,
It's on default.
Okay. Do you have your headphones in?
It's very low. Like I say,
Do you have your headphones in?
Okay, all right, we lost-
All right. We lost George, and that's all right.
also known as Stone Motherfucking G.
Also known as Stone Motherfucking G. Also known as my onlyest biological brother.
Onlyest.
Onlyest.
Have you been drinking already?
No, I mean I had a little something.
Your
Had a little
your
drink. Had a little,
grammar's
you know what I'm at?
atrocious. All right, so what does this mean? What are we talking about?
Well, I want to. We have to do things first. We have to get our guests pulled in properly.
Oh, damn it.
See, calm
I
down.
can hear you.
Excited. You can hear us now?
I can hear you now.
Amen.
All right, Stone Motherfucking
So
G.
here we go. We have my amazing brother Stone Motherfucking G in the building, and you know what? This topic, it makes me feel like singing. So I'm gonna need you to just chill for 2 seconds because I have a song.
You have a song
in my heart.
In your heart.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all
Well,
ready?
let the church say amen.
Amen.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. So,
okay.
bag lady, you gon' miss your bus. You can't hurry up. You got too much stuff. When they see you coming, niggas take off running from you. It's true. Oh, yes, they do. One day he gon' say you crowding my space. One day he gon' say you crowding my space. I said one day he gon' say you crowding my space. So pack a line.
Okay.
Ooh. Isn't that great?
That was like Ashford and Simpson.
We got a little Ashford and Simpson on that. There's a little some research going on before we get started. You can't just start. We're going to talk about the ghosts of exes past. Is it baggage or is it lessons learned? Everybody got exes, right? Like, I only know one person that's only been with one person their whole life. Shout out to Tamika, fuck you. And
well, congratulations to her.
Congratulations, married and happy motherfucker.
The ghost
Everybody else is struggling. Everybody else is. I am on relationship number 8. This is yeah.
Like serious relationship number 8.
Serious relationship number 8. And so I feel like, you know, I'm trying to keep this one. It's like the infinity sign. It's like, come on now. This number, lucky number motherfucking 8. Let's make it happen.
Right. Okay.
How many? I'm sorry, I'm very high. How many relationships do you have? I was like, let me calm down.
Shit, yeah, that's on the spot. You know, maybe like 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5? Serious ones?
Serious ones.
Okay, about 4 or 5. He got about 4 or 5. Well, he's ahead of the curve. I'll tell you that now.
Man,
ain't even got 4 or 5 relationships in. He ahead of the curve. Have you ever counted George?
We talking about serious.
If you want, I can count them.
Listen, I can count them. But give me your count.
How many folks you count? 3, 4?
No names needed. Just give me your count.
I ain't gonna say no names. I would count.
I'm gonna say 7.
3.
3. I was gonna say 7. Sorry, George.
That's about it. Let me see.
He lost 10 years. He went to the pen.
I was just throwing out numbers. I
He
guess.
lost 10 damn years. I think there would have been more.
That could have been more, but you know.
My bad, bro.
No, you good. Hey, man, the truth is the light.
I count 3 though. I'll tell you who they. Well, you know who they are. If I only counted 3.
I just said no names needed.
Counted them.
Okay, so
I just said no names needed.
I'm gonna give one motherfucker a 0.5.
A 0.5. Okay.
0.2, because I know who you're talking about. But
You should come check on my kids. I want to give her a 0.5.
man, 0.2, motherfucker. You don't even get to have a point. But no,
yes, so
I would say
struggling. Everybody out here struggling. So I'm just trying to put a baseline of how many exes everybody has. So let's say you got 2. Isaac has 4.
No, I go 3.2.
See? All right, that's how many he got.
So you got experience in it.
Right. You got 4, 5. I got 7. So
so go ahead.
Touche.
So the topic is like the people that you spend time with, especially if it's long term or serious, they can become like a ghost in your next, relationship. As you move on to the next thing, there's this shit that happened in the last relationship, or this motherfucker just lingering in your spirit because you haven't exercised them. You know what I'm talking about? Exercise. You need a relationship exorcism after they gone.
Get behind me, X.
What up,
Christ compels you.
All right.
So with your, I'm gonna start with Isaac. Your relationships, do you feel like you're carrying, the drink?
Pour me another.
Since we started with Isaac, you're like, go on, pour me another drink since we started with me.
Man, since we going in on this, gonna give me another drink.
Do you feel like you have baggage, or do you feel like they were all just good lessons learned and you're really ready for your next situation?
Honestly, I feel like it's a split, right? Some of it is baggage. Like, I'm traumatized by some of the relationships.
Oh, damn. What happened?
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
Give us just one that you traumatized by. Seriously.
Well, I have trust issues now.
Damn. Was they cheating?
They was doing some stuff.
Damn it.
Just, you try to be a good dude out here in these streets. And
I can't even imagine that. He's such a great guy.
I mean, Chris Brown said it.
These hoes ain't lost.
They just, sometimes they don't do.
He went with the throwback. I was going to say something else, but I was like, no, he probably mean the whole thing loyal.
Right.
Man, they were the streets.
So you feel like you have a little bit of baggage.
A little bit from that, yeah. So that the trust issues is kind of there, but the rest of it is lessons learned, because I feel like it was a relationship. Therefore, I have to take a certain amount of accountability for myself. Did I allow it to happen, or what did I do to let these things happen? You know what I mean? So I would want to say, just because of who I am, I want to take more responsibility, even though it was their fucking fault. Okay. But I'm still gonna take.
It was their fucking fault.
I'm gonna take the responsibility.
It's always their fucking fault. Does anybody want to take responsibility for a relationship that you fucked up? If you do, put it in the comments. We want to hear it.
Alessandra's here.
I mean, I'm on here. I'm not gonna type it, but there was a certain.
Well, you
what it is?
Renika
don't
said,
pick hoes.
Put it, don't take it down.
Oh Lord.
Renika said, don't pick hoes.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
If you didn't pick hoes, they would be more loyal.
Okay. Well, she might not have been a hoe when I met her. I might have brought the hoe out in her.
Oh.
George,
I'm not doing this tonight. Don't start this shit.
I'm trying to explain something. Is that
I'm just saying, she may have came into her hold'em.
They come up
later on.
And hoes is a strong word. And I know I quoted the young.
Hoe was a very strong word. I'm just saying she may have came into her hold'em mid-relationship. Like when I met her, she was Gucci. She didn't want to do that. But as we was doing what we was doing, for whatever reason, whether it was me, whether it was the people she was hanging out with, whatever it was, the hoe came out in her. So
you brought the hoe out.
I didn't know.
I mean, like I think she may have came into her hold'em mid-relationship. I didn't pick the hoe.
I feel like if you're gonna be a hoe, you have to have a phase.
I had a solid motherfucker.
Do that.
I remember Jonathan's situation, right? So you don't always know, and it's not always. The situations vary. It wasn't like, oh, you know what?
Tabernacle. I see you, Jonathan.
Yeah, we're not. That's not how that happened. It wasn't a selection. Nobody selected the hoe.
K-Sol is agreeing with you all. Hell no, it's always their fault. It's never our fault. It is their fucking fault.
I disagree.
Well, I mean, I can semi go with that, kind of, sort of, because I just believe that a motherfucker can't do no more than you allow them to do.
And that's what I'm
saying.
Well,
that means you're always going to have that accountability that is your fault.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah, and I take that as a man. That's what I'm saying. I take that as a man because when you start showing me whole tendencies, it was on me to move around. Or when you ever, I'm not even gonna say whole tendencies. Whenever you started to do whatever you was doing, it was on me to cut the shit short as a man and get the fuck on about my business because I am the cornerstone of my household. So the way I go is the way the house gonna go. The way the house gonna go, the way community gonna go. You know how this shit, bro. But the point is this: as a man, you know, when the shit starts falling short, I got to get my bunk and my junk and move around. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I take the accountability. I got to stop it when I'm like, all right, I'm good. That's enough of that. So, but it leave you a little traumatized. So I got a little ghost in there somewhere.
Well, I will say this. It's been a few situations where the motherfucker I'm talking about in my dreams, like Jacob Marley, motherfucker come to me with the chains on and everything. You did me wrong, nigga. They be hunting nigga like Scrooge.
Read the comment before you change it.
Okay.
What's going on?
You type what you are, what you need to learn, or your energy. Accountability must be shared. Tabernacle. She says accountability must be shared, and I appreciate that.
So Renika said you attract what you are, what you need to learn, or your energy, and accountability must be shared. I agree with that. I feel like most people are what you need, or they're either a lesson that you needed to learn, or maybe you're vibrating in a way that you don't think you are. You think you're vibrating higher, and you're actually very at a base level and attracting base level thought.
I'm going to say this: accountability is at an all-time low.
Absolutely,
this shit's at an all-time low. You know what I mean? It's at all-time low. You understand me? You know.
I want y'all to know that Isaac already had like 3 drinks before we got started, and this is why
he's going to be all right. Don't put his business in the street. He's going to be all right.
He's being very irresponsible with the comments. Like, this is your job, and you gonna put it up there and take it down before I even read the damn thing. You read it. No, you read it.
Now I gotta read it.
Yeah.
K-Soul says the men's delegation is already turning up.
The men's delegation been turning up all fucking day. Like, I don't want to talk about the fucking men's delegation right now because we had to go back into the comments where dudes was talking about they wouldn't give a motherfucker $20, and it was just a really long day.
That was weird.
I don't want to talk about $20.
Well, okay. With that being said, some of the dudes that say they wouldn't give a motherfucker $20. Maybe that's the ghost of relationships past. He gave the last motherfucker 20 and she went and jagged it off on some fuckery. She's supposed to went and put some gas in the car. She come back, goddamn it, with a gyro and a bag of gas.
I'm glad you said that because I feel like it's definitely some trauma that's coming out every time that we talk to the men's delegation about money. I feel like every man has been abused monetarily, financially, and they have these feelings. You know, have you ever been?
It happened.
Have I been abused financially?
Yes.
It happens.
Yes, I have, of course.
See, he's been abused financially. I know you've been abused financially.
But I'm not traumatized by that though, because I feel like
you better know I have.
From my standpoint, it's like if I take on the relationship,
turn my hat to the back on that one. You better know I have.
So I don't.
It was all good just a week ago.
What are you traumatized by?
The cheating part.
Oh, so you don't care if your money gets fucked up, but if she cheats, that's a problem.
But if we're in a relationship and you fuck up the money, then I'm ending the relationship. I don't know that before then. Same thing with the whole thing. So if you fuck up the money,
ain't there signs of people being irresponsible with money prior to getting into a relationship with them? You know, that brings us to another point. I feel like we jump into relationships much quicker than we ought to. It's like you meet somebody, you pick it a couple times, fuck once or twice, and it's like, can we be together? And you be like, yes. What? No, I don't know you. Like, we're not getting together.
So you've never had
that's few and far between.
Money.
Yes.
I was gonna say, go ahead and say yes.
Why would you say it like that?
I
think there's a difference between having a problem, being an addiction. I don't know if I ever shared this with you guys that I attract drug addicts. I'm okay with that. I'm clear. I either need to heal them or expose them. I don't know, but they come to me, and that's my life. And I think there's a difference and having a problem and being irresponsible with money. Because when he's not in his addiction, he wasn't.
Know my ex-wife was a hoe. She wasn't wearing a hoe's outfit. She was deep in the church. That's what most of the hoes at.
But he didn't know that.
Everybody knows that.
No, everybody don't know that. See, we was behind the curtain, so we know.
In the church. My bad. My daddy was a preacher. We knew all the hoes.
I've seen him do it.
My daddy standing here with a whole wife and 6 children. And they sitting on the front row with their legs open. I said,
I was on the drums.
Like, this ain't right.
That's different.
I was on the drums. Everything he saw, I saw. I seen it all.
You can't read it.
I don't even know what that means.
You still gotta read it.
You read it.
Knew.
Damn.
He had a pimp hand. He talked too low. See what I'm talking about?
He had a pimp hand. He talked too low. Are we talking about Isaac or George?
Isaac. You know they ain't talking about me. I'm very flamboyant. I'm very ignorant.
I've never. Wait a minute.
That's what I said. I said you read it. I knew it had to be about you.
Let me just implant this in the conversation, then I'm gonna let this go because it don't have nothing to do with nothing. It's 2 different kinds of pimping. You know what I'm talking about? See, you the smooth pimp. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you do the smooth pimping. I'm gorilla pimping.
Sir, you're talking about me.
I'm straight gorilla with the shit. I'm coming straight forward. Hey, this what we're gonna do. Don't come in this house with $250 and a story. I need 500. Now, you gonna coach her. You gonna stroke her head and say, hey, baby, I know you didn't do good today. We'll wipe the bam. No. I'm flip your purse inside out. Don't come to this motherfucker with $250 in the store. You've been gone all day, motherfucker. What the fuck's going on? But back to the case in point.
K-Saw said, was she wearing a lap cloth, Jonathan? Did she have her lap cloth on? Mayhap if she had covered herself, you would have known that she was not going to be a hoe. 3 drinks. Oh, he better have a lot to say. He has definitely, Renika, yes, he has been drinking, been sitting here drinking.
I see that. I'm like, what happened? I thought, okay, all right.
It's your time.
Eat the cake. Absolutely.
Fucking right.
No, absolutely not. A dress down to her ankles. Every time the church opened, she was there. I found out that the pastor was laying hands on her and tongues too.
God damn it. God damn.
Hey, them be the ones. See, that's the shield.
Renika, this is the comment of the night. I'm sorry. We got to stop. Man, we have got to sharpen our discernment. Yes, God. How long is it going to take for all these relationships to go before you start figuring out, okay, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, this doesn't work, that. Where are the signs? Why are you not seeing the signs?
She wants to hear Jonathan's pastor story.
We're not gonna listen to Jonathan and his pastor story all night. But we definitely
I know what went on. She was at midweek service and she was leading the choir and the whole shit bang.
Thank you. We need to see the signs. You need to know when it's whole tendency. You need to know a drug addict when you see one. I learned that. Trust me. I know drug addicts.
You gotta go through it, right? You didn't know at first.
I knew.
You knew at first.
You knew it.
If you let me say what I'm gonna say.
You turned a blind eye. You thought you could fix it. I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said you turned a blind eye. You thought you could fix them. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you tell you.
No, that's not true. Okay, well, what I would say about that particular drug addict was I thought he was an alcoholic, and then I found out it was more than that. So I was okay with the alcoholism. I was like, we can work with that. Okay. But there was more. But no, I literally pretty much every boyfriend I've ever had has had drug issues. So that's just the way it is.
Now here's the question.
Yeah.
Can I say I seen it through the door?
The question is because you challenged me on the financial thing, like, you didn't know she was irresponsible with her money, but you also admitted that you had a situation where the brother was irresponsible with his money. Did you not know that before?
What you talking about?
You just said yes.
What?
Oh, now that's what we doing.
No, I'm trying to figure out I want to know what we're talking about.
Everything.
No, I just literally
said. We're talking about this.
I said there's a difference between having an addiction and being bad with money. So I'm asking you, I told you the situation where somebody was bad with money?
You literally just said yes.
I said I'm going to say yes with the disclaimer. You didn't hear none of that shit I said.
And the disclaimer is
that if you got a fucking addiction, yes, you're gonna be bad with money. You're gonna spend money the way you ain't supposed. That's what I was saying.
Here's another
situation.
What situation?
Let's get back on track with the ghost.
Just say whatever the fuck you're saying. Like, I don't have no secrets. What?
Okay, so all right. When you was paying for everything,
that's not being bad with money. That's not having any fucking money.
That's money.
How's that not bad?
Taking the money bad with.
Two different goddamn things. If we had money, he spent it righteously.
And they ain't got no money to fuck off.
Right.
That's the same thing, baby. You ain't got no
I
money.
seen him.
No, but that's not the
All right,
same.
fine, fuck it, it's not the same. So
I seen him.
Let's move on.
He said,
Legally, you became their drug of choice.
No, that's actually the problem. I was not a drug of choice, my friend. Please move on. That was literally, if they didn't want to get high on me, I was ready. They didn't want that.
Right.
They need to ride a horse and then chase a dog. I mean, it was too much.
Man, they want to ride that horse.
Man, they wanted to ride that horse.
Mm-hmm.
My current wife does not even go to church. She's not even religious. So I feel like that's baggage.
That's definitely baggage.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
If your last wife fucked the pastor and now you had to go atheist, you didn't heal from that. You know what I'm saying? You just said, I'm gonna get the exact opposite of this bitch.
Full on Satan.
In the church, I'm gonna get a bitch don't never go to church.
How's that not lesson learned?
That's not lesson learned. That's no.
Wait. One of y'all said everybody in the church a hoe.
I didn't say everybody. I said that's where most of the hoes is at.
Okay, so how's
that's
that?
What it be
that's not lesson learned, because learning the lesson would be learning to discern the hoes from the others. That's a lesson. You go right back in that same devil's den.
Okay,
and you pick out the one that's not a hoe. That's you
can't
learn.
Have baggage and a lesson learned. It's one or the other. You can't have both.
Every relationship is different. Like with me. Some of it, I'm not gonna lie, with certain individuals is certain baggage that came along with it, because I was like, you know what? As soon as I see it.
You can't fuck the pastor if she don't go to church. That's a lesson learned.
But she can still be a hoe.
Well, but she can still be a hoe. But you're looking at it from a standpoint of she ain't in the church house, so you know she's good money.
Right. She could be hoeing in the street now. You went from a church to a street hoe.
Now she fucking the supervisor.
Right.
But now she ain't gonna go to work.
Her husband and carrying on.
Right. Exactly.
Well, Jonathan seems very happy, so I think
I'm sure he is.
I think
it's not personal.
Lesson learned.
No, it's definitely not personal. We're just using these as examples. You can't. Okay. Prime example.
Thank you, Renika.
Just say hypothetically, she was fucking on somebody at work. Now you don't want her to go to work. Now because you got a motherfucker that ain't got no job, she ain't no hoe. It don't go like that.
Don't be a hoe.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. I'll concede to that.
Thank you for giving that example, sir.
I'll concede to that. Renika says we bypass so much in the beginning and the middle.
Absolutely. And that in the beginning, it's like there be so much bullshit, but at the beginning, I get it. You're clouded with, you know, the attraction, chemistry, and your brain's doing whatever it does. But by the middle, you know what I'm talking about? Like, why do we keep going once all the fuzzies wear off and you're still getting the red flags? Have you learned? Mm-hmm. So your baggage is that you don't trust people because you've been cheated on. Mm-hmm. My baggage is maturing. I got to take them everywhere. I can't pretend like they're not here.
Man, it's a package deal.
I cannot pretend I got grandchildren. Like I gotta come in there with like, look, I got all this shit. Here you go. But everything else, that's really. I really feel like the only baggage I brought from my relationships was them niggas.
Right.
I ain't gonna call.
We've already established that them niggas. Yeah, them niggas is baggage.
That's it. Do you think I have more?
I'm just asking.
You know me pretty well. Do you think I have more?
I mean, if that's all you claim.
No, I'm asking. This is your moment.
Go to the bag. Go to the bag check, and that's all you claiming,
sir.
That's it.
Sir.
I'm not going to ask you about no other bag.
Sir, this is your moment.
This is all
you can be like, ma'am, this bag has your name on it, ma'am. This is your bag.
Right, it's the bag, lady. Take it down.
No, fuck it, the bag. Come on, what's the bag? What else I got?
Ain't no the bag. Read this one.
You just gonna lie, Isaac?
Isaac knows how to dodge talking much.
Clearly, that's what I'm saying. Isaac, I just gave him a perfect platform to go ahead and say whatever my baggage is, and you're like, you got nothing.
That's it.
I'll tell you another bag you got. Fuck it, I see it. The other bag you got, the nigga better have a job coming through the door, because you ain't got time to see what this nigga gonna be.
That is true.
You better have it right now.
Patience for you.
Nigga, let's go right now. What you got?
Is that baggage though? To say that I'm not paying
baggage.
Financial
issues. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that's baggage. That's a lesson learned. That's a lesson learned. That's not baggage. That's a lesson learned. You got to already be whatever it is you gonna be. I'm not saying that you've reached the ascension of where you're gonna be, but you got to already be on the tracks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I stayed with a guy for 5 years because I had never known a person that just didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you're in a bad space. You just need a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and a couple of months turn into a couple of years. And then he would get a job for a minute and then leave or say, this is the issue. That's what's holding me up. But we would work around it. And then it took me really seriously.
I tried to get a nigga a job
with a whole bunch of other shit to realize you just really ain't gonna get it. I just didn't know that was a thing. I've always been with dudes that work their asses off, love paying for everything. So that's my reality. You know what I'm saying? My reality since I've been a teenager and dating is you buy my hair, shoes, clothes, you do the stuff. And so I run across a guy and you literally just
good nigga now.
Good guy, nice guy. Good spirit, kind man. You don't want no money? And it was very
no money.
And I couldn't process it. It took me that long to process that you really didn't want shit.
Yeah.
I tried to bring a nigga with me go get some money.
I mean, everybody tried. My neighbors tried. They was like, look, we can get you some money. He didn't want to do it. He just didn't want the money. I never seen anything like it. Amazing.
Shit. Real shit.
Jonathan.
Yes, everybody is glad that Jonathan found love.
God bless Jonathan.
Thank you, Twila. You got to face the devil. You got to look it dead in its eye and say, look, devil, I know the difference between you and an angel. I'm going to walk right back into this motherfucker, right back to the place I found this first hole and find somebody who's not a hoe.
You were turned the fuck up today.
I love it. This topic is close to a heart.
I want to point that out. So we should sing every single.
Oh, you think the singing?
I think the singing did it. You got into the fucking spirit.
Get us a little duet going at the beginning of every show.
She said the red flag.
Thank you. They just be flying in the breeze, and you're like, no, there ain't no flag. That's a carnation. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no flag.
I think a lot of times we as people, we attempt to see the good in a person, even though we see the red flags. We attempt to put that on the back burner and see the better of them and say, hey, you know what? This is going to shine through.
Mm-hmm.
And then we look up.
Until the bad parts, because initially it does shine through. And then as you keep going, eventually the goodness, it wears off.
Well, I think that's the same thing for whether or not it's baggage or lesson learned. I think it can transition. I think it can be baggage at one point.
And you can convert it.
You can convert it into a lesson learned once you let it go. So it can be the same experience, the same situation, but it's really your perspective on it. So if you carry around with you and you let it be devastating to you,
I got
relationships. My bad. I'm sorry. We got this.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You do your thing.
I
got one thing as far as with baggage with me is I call it the Phil Jackson syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
For all y'all who don't know who I'm talking about Phil Jackson, the basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a player. He got one ring as a player, but as a coach, how many motherfuckers he took to the promised land?
Right.
And for the longest, that was my problem because I was always coaching motherfuckers to the promised land. I didn't help motherfuckers get college degrees, foreign cars, and some more things. And then when the shit goes south, what George got? You know what I'm talking about? So I go into the next relationship saying, hey, motherfucker, fuck you, feed your cat food. Hey, you got to get it how you live. I ain't helping you do a motherfucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? We doing Dutch everything until we get to the point where we need to get to. I ain't helping you do a bitch ass thing. But that's me though.
Is that baggage?
That's baggage. That's baggage from a previous situation because as a man, I'm supposed to help you. I'm supposed to assist you and do all these things. And when I did what I did for Shawty, I did it out of love. But at the same time, it's a bitter taste in your motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
Right,
now, when I got with you, motherfucker, you was riding domestic. You know what I'm talking about? When I left your nasty ass, you riding fine. When I got with you, motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? You ain't have all these degrees and things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I be damn, I sit here and do a motherfucker homework and all this old extra shit. Man, I ain't doing it. But in reality, if I get with a woman and she doesn't have these things, I still should do these things. And I realize that I have been damaged by that. So that is baggage. That's not a lesson learned. That's baggage because as a man, I can't let a motherfucker contort who I am on the inside. Because again, like I say, when I did what I did it out of love. I didn't do it to get no payback. I did it because I love you and this is what the fuck we need to be doing. You see what I'm saying? So we can get into a better station in life.
Right. I think what the issue winds up being is that we're doing the right things and we're
doing it with the wrong motherfucker.
People, exactly. And we need to start very early on before we get into the live together marriage possibly children phase. We need to really be figuring out, am I doing all these wonderful things that I want to do with and for the right person?
But don't you have to fuck that up? Well, now your friend, she found true love at the very beginning.
Yes, she did.
First shot, she got it.
First shot, and she got it right.
Don't you got to fuck up a couple of them?
I haven't.
You know what?
Jonathan says, well, I haven't seen any red flags or whole flares in the last 9 years. LOL. Well, God bless that.
Bless it.
God bless it. God bless it and keep it.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You had a hell of a run.
George.
What?
What's you drinking today, sir?
Hey.
You know you got to drink.
I know you got to drink. I just want to make sure that everybody else knows.
No drink?
I ain't see him sipping shit.
I
know he got it. Can we
got to know better than that?
Oh,
so you played social worker
dating. Good is relative. Yes, it is. Good is absolutely relative. Good is very subjective, I would say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, wishful thinking ain't clear thinking. When you see those red flags, you gotta run.
Right. But you gotta know what a red flag is, and sometimes you don't know what that is until you see one and experience it. Now you know.
Okay, so
I'm not helping homework anymore.
Helping nobody with no homework no more. Come on now,
I'm just saying, okay, I acknowledge this. And what I'm saying is I had to get over that within myself, because if I'm dealing with a woman and she is going to college or whatever she's doing, then yes, I will still help her with the homework. If that's what I need to do for us to better our situation, yes. But I do realize that I am damaged from a previous situation where I helped this individual get degrees and do this and do that, and I got shitted on. Right. So, it hardens a motherfucker heart, because I didn't do this shit for me. You enrolled in this shit. I could have enrolled in this shit and did it for my motherfucking self. You see what I'm saying?
What I learned something though, to be honest, because I've had situations like that, especially when we talk about the money things. Like, I'm gonna help you do whatever you need to do, and it don't work out right. Yeah. So what happens is, what I had to do to heal and make it a lesson learned is that I started to be like, you know what? If I take this person on, it's unconditional. If something happens and something goes wrong, I'm still not going to regret what I did for this person.
Right.
Which then makes me choose the right person to do the good things for.
Well, what I've wound up doing, and I agree with that, definitely choosing the right person, is that whenever I start feeling that feeling of this person is taking advantage of me, this person is not treating me right, those are like that, I step back and I check myself, where I feel like, the scales are unbalanced, like I'm doing so much and he ain't doing nothing. I step back and I say to myself, now, am I doing these things because I want to gain something? Or am I doing these things because I love them? And if I'm realizing that I'm doing it because I want to position myself, I want to be the best bitch she's ever been around, then that's me being selfish. That's not me really doing, what I'm saying, things for you. It's me doing things within my mind, wanting to get something from it. And so I have to always check myself with those intentions. And that way, whenever I move on or whatever happens, I don't feel bad about it, because I know whatever I did, I did it out of love, and I didn't expect anything back from him.
Exactly. So, I mean, like I say, I had to check myself and say,
I loved you. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. I can't allow a person to basically make me contort who I am within myself, because that's just what type of person I am. And when I did what I did it out of love. I didn't do it to get shit back. You know what I mean? But it still leave a bitter taste in your mouth. Goddamn, I don't fuck what you said.
It can.
I want to do this though, because this is actually a good point. Renika says, "Can we define good person?"
Well, that's hard to define. Again, good is very subjective.
It goes different for every person, because what I may perceive
because
a manipulative,
what I may perceive as being good, the next person may look at it like it ain't shit.
Yeah, but I think there's still some good core, like 2 or 3 things that every good person in everybody's category would have, like certain traits.
But I'm saying not necessarily, because what you think is good may not be good for me. I might need a motherfucker that's cheating and bullshit, and just that brings out the best in me, baby. I live for that shit. I'm being serious.
That made me show up and show out.
Yeah, that made me show out. That's exactly what I need in my life. I need to struggle. You know, people like that.
Yeah, no, I know a motherfucker don't want nothing but some dysfunction.
Right, motherfucker won't go to college if he ain't stressing and struggling. Won't even get a job.
Man, I don't want no parts. The motherfucker don't want no parts of it.
I know people like that.
Like I say, my definition of a good person would be someone that's upright, fearless, and independent. Someone that somebody that's gonna go balls to the wall for all intents and purposes. To me, that's a good person. A person that's not gonna let nothing in the world bring them down. I don't give a fuck if I got $5, I'm gonna give you goddamn 3 of it, and I'm gonna keep the deuce. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out here and make it do what it do by hook or by crook. To me, that's being a good person, because I'm not gonna let nothing out here make me fold. Now, another person may look at that and say, well, no, that's not really what you should be doing. Hey, man, sometimes the right thing to do ain't the right thing to do.
Doesn't matter.
Well, what do you think?
That's one of my favorite ones. Sometimes the right thing to do ain't the right thing to do. Sometimes the right thing to do is the wrong thing.
What do you think the good person is, Lily?
Yeah.
What is a good person to you?
To me?
To you.
What's a good person? I think somebody whose intentions and actions align.
Okay.
That's a good person. When your intentions are one way and your actions align with those intentions, that is good. If you're responsible, accountable, that's being a good person. Somebody who is emotionally aware and able to share those feelings, that's also being a good person, because you damage people by not sharing how you feel. You know what I'm saying? When I'm standing here like, hey, how do you feel? Do you love me? Do you care? Do you want to do something? And you're standing there, oh, that's not good. That's damaging. So like those would probably be my main things. Just being like being honest. Oh God, please be honest. Just tell the motherfucking truth. Be honest.
Like I say.
And be accountable, and yeah, that's me. That's good to me.
I agree with both of y'all.
Well,
I just sum it up with upright, fearless, and independent. I'll sum it up with that: upright, fearless, and independent.
So that I'll take that, and I'll take what you said. I think those are good. I think we all will both agree that those are good people, right? I would add a level of compassion and understanding is something I would add into that.
To be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's just worthy.
I think I'm a good person. I have no compassion.
My compassion is very low.
Oh, my understanding be so low. Ooh, I don't be understanding. If people be like, oh man, I was out here struggling. Whoop de bam, I had.
We're frozen. Y'all froze on me.
I understand.
Back here.
I'm wondering. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh. It's fucking up. Are you still there, George?
Yeah, I'm here. Y'all froze on me for a second.
Fucked it up. He done fucked it up.
Wait, fuck you. I didn't.
You made me fabulous.
Internet connection. Fuck you.
It was him.
You gonna read that?
No.
God damn it. All right. Al said this is how you made him fabulous.
This is how you made me fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't skip it. Okay. All right. Well,
and it says, Jonathan says, I guess good is subjective. Indeed, it is.
It's absolutely subjective.
It's absolutely subjective.
But that being said, as much as I really, really love talking to y'all, we are running out of time. You know that, right?
We got a couple more minutes.
We got a couple more minutes?
Do we have to use the Bible as a standard for a good person? No, the fuck we don't.
No, the fuck we do not.
Did anybody, you
we don't
the Bible with biblical principles or any of that?
The fuck?
We don't have to use the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. We don't have to use any of that.
We ain't got to use the towel. We ain't got to use none of that.
I'm saying we none of that. What that is without all that.
Because at the end of the day, when someone is doing you right, you feel it in your spirit.
Now that is a good point. When somebody's doing you right, when things are well, when a person is good, you can absolutely feel it. Yes, honest is my number one. If you're fucked up, let me know so we can figure out if we should ride this wave. If you hide your hand, a motherfucker gonna drown. So with me, that's so serious because like my thing about it is I don't need nobody coming telling me something about my man that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody. If somebody comes to me with some information and I already have the information, you can't harm me. You know what I'm saying? You can come to me and say, "Oh man, I saw him out of the woo wop with so and so."
You froze on me. They froze on me. I don't know what's going on
right now.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what happened. That was super weird.
Those are great. Those are great things in people. However, people can be those things and have crazy red flags that change their status from good to trash. Hey, tomorrow's a fantasy. Tomorrow's a fantasy until you wake up in it. We don't know what's gonna go on with a motherfucker. Hey, all I do is live for the day. You can be the most righteous motherfucker in the world on Tuesday and Thursday. You wake up on some fuck shit. I'm gonna let your ass go by Friday.
I think that you can never know what someone will do. You know what I'm saying? Because psyches are so sensitive. They can break at any moment. So as long as you are those things when we meet, and you continue to be those things consistently throughout our time, it's going to give me more space to be compassionate and understanding.
Oh, wow.
When you have an issue, I'm not that compassionate nor that understanding. You get like 1 or 2 issues and I'm be like, fuck you. But if you've spent, 7 years doing the right thing and then you do one wrong thing, I'm not going to toss you in the trash. But there is a difference. Like, you can't be all of the things that we said and still be crazy. Because crazy doesn't fit those things. You're going to be erratic. You're going to be unstable. And there
will be red flags.
There will be red flags.
Before you get to any of those positive things.
Yeah, everybody agrees we're not using the Bible.
Yeah, we're not.
No.
That's not what we're doing.
I think that was for it.
Because
and yeah, she's a...
I have a risk analyst mindset. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
You and Isaac would be great together. He loves to analyze the risks.
Risk management is a number one thing you have to do in everything, business and relationships, which are kind of like business to me. So
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm gonna throw my dick on the crap table. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Push you on that, sir. But
let's do it.
I got to run the risk. I got to gamble properly. I got to make sure I win.
Come on, motherfucker.
That said, that is an amazing way to transition to end this. We're going to do extra bourbon and pancakes if somebody wants to push the buttons.
That means me. But you got to do your other thing.
What thing?
All the things that we always do. How can they find the extra content? They don't know that.
I was finna do it now. I just said this is an amazing way to transition.
It's scrolling across the bottom. Listen to Extra Bourbon and Pancakes on Spotify, Apple, or Google Podcasts, available every Friday.
Every Friday. We're going to record it now. We're going to pour another drink. We're going to keep talking. We're probably talking about something else, but it's we haven't
I can't drink.
No. We have a thing. Wait.
All right. Okay. Yeah. What is it?
Why are you not excited?
I'm excited for you. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm excited.
Okay.
So first of all, this is technically our anniversary week, but we forgot to plan for it because whatever. We've been doing bourbon and pancakes for a whole fucking year.
A whole fucking year.
And next week we're gonna come up with something amazing to commemorate that situation. The second thing is that Extra Bourbon and Pancakes is going to be Ask Isaac.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So,
that nigga said, "Ask Isaac."
Thank you. All right, Ask Isaac. I'm saying this now because Isaac is always mysterious, all that other stuff. So we want y'all, if you have any questions for Isaac has agreed to answer the questions. So I have questions for Isaac that I'm going to ask on Extra Bourbon and Pancakes. And if you guys have questions, please put them in the comments right now because I will ask him on Extra Bourbon and Pancakes and you can hear what he said tomorrow.
He's a brave soul, brother.
Anything else?
Fuck you.
If you would like to support Bourbon and Pancakes, of course, watching it, please share this. Like, comment, hit the little buttons, heart, tap, love, share. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell everybody that they should be watching Bourbon and Pancakes Thursday at 10ish.
Oh shit.
I know, can get out. There's a lot of bourbon in the fruit. Yeah, it's a lot in the fruit. You should be having this right now because I'm fucked up. Listen, and if you would like to send a monetary contribution, we would definitely love it. We need more bourbon. We need more pancakes. Send it to $ bourbon and pancakes. That's written out, bourbon and pancakes. For everybody who has given already, we absolutely appreciate you. And we have amazing things coming for you in the future.
K-Sol, Renika.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Y'all the shit.
I love you guys.
And we're going to see you next week.
Kind of tipsy.
Next week, right?
Next week.
George. Stay with us, George.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with y'all. Real street money shit going on.
Let me press this button here.